Greetings everyone, welcome to Fine Art Lifestyling. It is an absolute pleasure to have you as a guest. I will be sharing a few tutorials and a mini series on Halloween decor. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday to decorate for. I hope you will join me on this journey. Today we're going to start with installation called the Floating Candle Chandelier. I will be using LED candle lights like this, and I will link everything in the description for you. I purchased these on Amazon. They use a 2 AA battery to operate, and the installation that I will be using requires about 12 candles. Depending on the length of your table, in my case it is an 8-foot table. Currently it's condensed, but keep in mind the length of your table and the span of the ceiling that you will be covering with your chandelier will require more candles. If you have a longer table, obviously a smaller table may require about 8 candles or 6 candles, depending on how sparse or how dense you would like it. So these LED candles are wonderful because they are operated by remote control, so you don't have to individually turn each one on and off. Just one press of a button and your whole chandelier magically glows up. And just another wonderful little spectacle for your guests to enjoy. The tip I would like to share with you is to ensure that you have enough clearance for your guests to see one another across from the table. This tip also consists of making sure that your floral arrangements or any tablescape items that you have on your table are below the line of sight. This way, a conversation can flow freely amongst your guests, they can interact, and there are no obstacles to this interaction. So the first candle that you will be hanging should be centered. I would start with the center personally, and it will also be your lowest point. I would advise that it should be approximately 30 inches above your tabletop. Now, most tables are about 30 inches high. Some are 29, some are 31. Just take that into consideration and ensure there's enough clearance. I'd say anywhere from 30 to 35 inches above the table is the perfect height. That will be your lowest point of your candle. All other candles that you will be installing will be either the same length as your first candle or higher. The suggestion I would make is to have various lengths and heights as you span your chandelier, and also various depths. This creates a much more dynamic look and just a much more interesting, beautiful installation. These are the items you'll require to create your floating candle chandelier, starting with a pack of small commando mini hooks. They have a double-sided tape adhesive that come along with it. This is how they look. You can get them at Home Depot, Walmart. A clear fish line. Your AA battery powered candles, and a pair of scissors. This is a little demonstration I wanted to share with you for installing your candle. So first I would recommend having some kind of base, like a candle holder, to prop up your candle. And then what you want to do is create 2 knots around the base of the flame, nice and tight, just like that. Twice is plenty. Snip off the end, and voila, you have a floating candle. Once you have your candle secured at the base of the flame, you want to establish the length of your fish line. So I would say, let's say you're doing 30 inches, and give yourself some slack, just add another 3 or 4 inches so that you can create a loop that's going to be secured to the ceiling. So this is the other hint, is that your little commando hooks, once you secure them to the ceiling, you want the opening of the hook to be facing you. This way they're all in the same direction and it's easier to put the loop over. So how do you create the ceiling loop? Instead of doing it up in the ceiling, this will save you a lot of time and grief. Do it comfortably while you're seated or standing. Just create 2 knots. So this is the first knot. I put my finger through. I just use this as a threading system. And then second knot, tighten it. Then you can just remove it from your finger. And you have yourself a loop. Once you're up in the ceiling, your hook will be facing you because you've pre-installed it, and you just loop it right through like that, and the weight of the candle will secure it just like that and pull down.